Wow. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is just going to, hopefully, be a quick little video. I went out with this bag last night and it has my stuff inside it. So I had the thought, let me do a quick, what's in my bag to show what the small Telfar shopper can hold. Okay, here's the tea. I filmed this a long time ago before the Telfar Instagram account posted that AI video for Juneteenth. I think that's strange, and I don't really mess around with AI stuff. I don't like it, I don't support it, the Gen AI. And I feel like the reaction to that, or the reaction to the criticisms people had of that, was weird. And I also heard after that they were moving weird in other ways, like having a raffle where people paid to sign up for the opportunity to purchase. I think it was the acid duffels. I think that's also weird. And they ended up dropping the acid duffels regular, and they didn't have a limited quantity. So it was people definitely felt cheated, and I see why. So I've been feeling like they're moving weird lately, and I'm conflicted because I like the product of the shopping bags because they fit my lifestyle really well. But the reason I bought one to begin with is because I liked the brand values. And now some of the brand values, I'm like, are you still aligned with me? So, I don't know. I haven't bought anything new in a while anyway, because I don't have the spare money and I don't need any new bags. I have plenty. But I do want the denim shopper, low key, and I kind of want the bag charm, but spending $80 on a bag charm, yeah, don't have the funds for that. So I can't say fully oh, I'm cool on them, but those things definitely made me a little apprehensive, but I'm still wearing my bags, you know what I mean? But, I'm watching them. Okay, video. This is it next to my head. Um, so for size, this is the medium. This is the small. So the small is extra tiny. I had two of these, and I think, well, first of all, at the time, I bought this in probably the summer or fall of 2020. Whenever they were doing the bag security, maybe 2020 or 2021. And I bought two. I think I was seduced by the price being lower than the medium. And also tiny bags were the trend. So I was just like, yes, this is something I would like. But realistically, they don't get used very much by me. The medium size I use almost every day. That's my work bag. I use all my medium sized bags. I switch them out. I carry them all around. The only one that, well, the only ones, plural, that I don't use that much are the clear bag, because I did use it the like spring, summer that I bought it. So I did use it regularly for a little while, but it being so clear and so see-through, like, kind of threw me off, or like throws me off from using it. And I don't want to bring it to like clear bag events because I don't want to risk losing it because it costs so much money. Because there's some other kind of policy or rule or size limit on the like clear bag event. I just, when I go to places like that, I have a clear bag that I bought probably from Amazon. But I have my go-to clear bag for like concerts and events like that. I wish I didn't get like swept up into the hype of the jelly bag, because if I had waited, I would have bought the brown one, because it still has the like aesthetic of like, oh, it's a clear bag, but it's not as clear and not as see-through. I feel like I could really like throw my stuff in there. But anyway, and the other bag that I don't use anymore is the patent bag, because I love it a lot and I use it every day, but it has a tear in it now. I should get up and show you. This has something in it. Oh. I've been looking for this. Oh. Wow. Okay. I've been looking for this actually. I got this because I went to a like light display show. You know those things where like you either drive around or you like walk around and it's like different like lights, like sculptures made of like lights and stuff. I got this at one of those. But anyway, this bag, I love it a lot. I use it so much, but it has a hole like right here, right there. And I would love to keep using this bag, but I feel like it's just going to keep ripping, and I don't know how to repair it. If somebody knows, please tell me. And I will, but like, because of the way this material is, the more stitches you put into it, the weaker the material is. It's not like a woven fabric where you can stitch over it and, you know, that makes the fabric stronger. The more like tiny holes and the shorter stitch length that you use for this kind of material, the more likely it is to rip. So it has a hole in it, so I didn't want to keep using it and like make it worse, but I don't know how to fix it or what I can do. And every time I've tried to look it up, like on Google or something, the results that I'm getting are more for like people's couches and stuff. Like, it's not the kind of repair that I'm looking for. So if anyone knows how to fix that, tell me. But because of that, as much as I love the patent bag, I would not necessarily recommend it for people to spend their money and buy the patent bag over these ones. Like, this is my oldest Telfar bag, and it has some wear on it. On the straps, it has like very slight peeling or cracking. You know how when you have, sorry, my bag charms. You know how if you have like pleather or something, it starts to peel or like crack after a while? Very, very barely on the straps it's doing that. This was my first one, probably got it 2020, 2021. And on the inside, On the inside pocket, the stitches on the zipper came out at the end, but I was able to, with a hand needle, sew it back up. But that is the only wear that I've had on it. I mean, it's gotten dirty before, but like, I wiped it clean. And a lot of people's old Telfar bags, they like, the shape kind of sags in on itself, or like rumples. If you've seen an old Telfar, you know what I'm talking about. Some people like that look. Me personally, I don't. So whenever I have my medium bags, I use it with a bag organizer. My dirty freaking purse. I use a bag organizer. There's a shop on Etsy, and they have their own website as well. And if you shop on their website, I think you get a discount instead of buying through Etsy. But they make bag inserts, and if I am able to, I should be able to go into my past orders and find the name of the shop, and if I do, I'll put it in the description. So I use a bag organizer, and also just, you know how when you have a tote bag, you just throw all your things in it, you're like raking through your purse trying to find stuff. I don't like doing that, so that helps me with that. Anyway, back to the point of the video. My tiny bag. When I first bought it, I didn't find it to be useful, but I did have a successful night out with this bag yesterday. It was good for what I was doing because I didn't have any pockets in my clothes, but I needed some like stuff, but I didn't want to be like overwhelmed by a large bag. It carries like the majority of my essentials. I did have this also in the oxblood color, but I ended up selling it because I was like, I literally don't use these. And I posted it on my Instagram, and I was like, should I sell this? And then someone was like, I will buy it. So I sold it to them for, I think $75, like half the retail price. So my phone does not fit in this. I was having it tucked like this when I needed or wanted it to not be in my hands, but otherwise I was just holding it. You could cram it in there, like if this was empty and you like absolutely had to. I don't see the point in that. Like it was, so that's kind of a con, but like today I went out with this just because it had all of my stuff in it already. And I had pockets, so I just kept my phone in my pocket. Okay, now finally, the what's in my bag. My mask. This, I keep that thing on me. This fits in there. A wallet. On the regular, I have this kind of wallet. Recently, because I've been like going to the gym and stuff, running around carrying smaller bags, when I use my like, this is what I use for the gym. When I use my Uniqlo, this bag, the like slim dumpling thing, whatever. You know, I bought this bag because of the video of that guy in the UN who unzipped it and a dove flew out.
Potrebuje mier. Na Ukrajine Rusom a Ukrajincom. Želal by som im mier a z toho dôvodu dovolte mi vypustiť holubicu mieru na znak toho, že Európa potrebuje mier.
And then people were like, is someone going to get the bird?
All Europe needs peace.
Can you catch it as well?
Anyway, because I'm carrying that bag, my bigger wallet does fit in that, but it takes up a lot of space, and I don't want to deal with it. Like if I'm doing sport, I don't want to like have a huge bag. I just want to have something I can like stick on me, like a sling bag or a fanny pack. And my auntie gave me this. I think this is originally from Victoria's Secret. Yeah, this is from Victoria's Secret because it has the pink inside, and this does have words printed on it that says Victoria's Secret. I don't know when exactly this is from, but this has a vibe of like free gift with purchase from like back in the day. But she came to visit and she gave that to me. And it's been really useful because I don't like card holders, but I had bought one that like literally could hold like 2 cards. And I was like, okay, this will do if I'm in a pinch. But this one, like, I really feel secure having this. And because I've been like moving my stuff between purses a lot more than I used to, having this is very useful. And now I just kind of have 2 wallets in my purse for most of, I was going to say most of the week, but usually most weeks, because I get too lazy to put all this stuff back. It's easier for me to be like, okay, I have both. And then if I need the things that are in my bigger wallet, because like that has like my insurance card and stuff like that, that if I'm like, okay, let me just go out in a hurry, I don't need to carry that with me. But on the regular, it's something that in case I need it, I want to have it with me, if you feel me. I have my house keys, keychain tour. I have this lady. I got this during lockdown, like in the pandemic. Also, when I got this is the thing so that, you know, if you don't want to open door handles, you use the, I never use this to open doors. And honestly, I should take it off my keychain because it's totally useless. But I guess it's my aesthetic. I have this. I got this from Etsy. I got the lady face from Etsy also. It says the master key. My mom hates this. When I have stuff that's like kind of a spooky aesthetic, my mom doesn't like it. And she doesn't like the eye like symbol. She does not like it. But this stuff is always like, I have the Welcome to Night Vale tarot cards. I bought them as art, and then I started like learning more about tarot cards. So I bought them as art. But anyway, those also have like an eye symbol on them, and my mom really hates those. But when I use regular tarot cards, or like nice looking ones, like if I use these or like other cute ones, she doesn't care. And I have Shane Hollander as a calico critter. In my gym bag, I also have an Ilya one. I bought them as a set. I'll find that Etsy shop and put that in the description too. I say giving myself homework. Okay. And then I have my car key. And on my car key, I have an evil eye. And I have this little guy. If you're mean to me while I'm driving, this is who you're being mean to. When you honk your horn at me, this is who you're honking your horn at. Why would you ever do that? Okay, tissues. I've just started carrying tissues around with me everywhere. This honestly took up space that could have been used for other things. I did manage to fit my headphones, which I was glad of. I kind of, when I use like earphones, I pretty much always get the like athletic or like ones that like hook onto your ear, because my ears are really small. The earbuds that are just like free flowing, they do not stay in my ears. Even wired headphones don't really stay in my ears. When I would use wired headphones, I would get the sport ones too that hook on. I have a lip balm. This is the Glossier. Is it Glossier or Glossier? Whatever. Bomb.com in mango. I really like this. I also had the birthday cake one, and I had the rose one, and the rose one weirdly like burned my lips. But the birthday cake one and this one I liked. However, after a while they like separate, and then it's the like And then sometimes like you squeeze it and just like oil comes out, or like some kind of liquid. And that grossed me out so much, I threw away 2 of them. The rose one and the birthday cake one. This one I really like. If it didn't separate, I would... I'm considering if I'm willing to buy this again. I bought this like cheap at TJ Maxx. I'm not sure if I would pay the full price for this. But it is a good lip balm and a lip gloss. This is the NYX Fat Oil in the color Newsfeed. I have some on already. I put some on before I turned my camera on, but that's what it looks like. And the last thing I have was the ticket printout to the show that I went to. Okay. So that was what was in my bag. There's no room for extra nonsense. Putting the whole pack of tissues in there, I was really like, I don't care about space. Here's everything packed back in. I could have put like a hair tie. Something like that. And then there we go. You're good for the night. It does have the like snap closure, but you lose so much space if you do that. And it's not, yeah, it's not particularly strong, but maybe it's because the bag is overfull. Let me take these tissues out. Let me take my chain off. Okay, all right, so it snaps closed. So it could snap close. You're losing a little bit of space if you do it like that. I know some people don't feel like secure having a bag that's open at the top, like tote style. I didn't mind it for what I was doing because I was going to watch a show, like a live performance. So I have my crossbody on me and I'm seated. And me and my friend were going to go dancing after, but that didn't happen. In that case where I'm like, woo, you know, like in a dark room, the crossbody helps mitigate that because I'm like, okay, it's stuck to me. So I'm not worried about someone like in front of my eyes reaching over me and putting their hand in my bag. I just like situate it to the front of me and I'm good. And I wasn't going to be doing any like wild moves, so I wasn't afraid of losing stuff. Okay, so that's my what's in my bag. And I guess also a review of the small Telfar shopper tote. I can see myself actually now using this way more than I have been previously. Because I went out with it today to like run errands and stuff. And normally I would bring a bigger bag so that I can carry like, you know, just have all my everything. Like I couldn't put my medication that I usually carry around with me in here. But actually, what time is it? Okay, I'm good. Or like stuff for an emergency. Or let me see if a pad fits in here. Okay, here's a pad. Okay, a pad fits inside. If you're good with that, you can carry a pad. You can probably carry a few. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching my What's in My Bag video. If you like the video, like the video. If you have something to say, comment in the comments. Tell me if you like or you have any of these little Telfar bags, or any Telfar bags in general. The plastic bag style that they have, I'm very interested in, but I couldn't decide which color I wanted. And because of that, I was like, okay, I think I'm getting too into the hype. Like, I like it, I think, as an art object. And I like the idea behind it. But I do think I live with too many people who don't pay close enough attention to details. And they're going to be like, plastic bag? Fill it with trash. No. I need to be around careful freaking people. Anyway. Bye.